Hello, I'm Wendy Benton, your host for WTNB today. Thank you for joining me. I have two very special guests with me. Chip Willis, who is the Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity, and Desiree Colon. She is the Marketing and Special Events Coordinator for Habitat. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
Well, I'm glad to have you, and we're here to talk about your upcoming event on November 20th. I know you're excited about it, the 25th anniversary of Habitat. In Cleveland. So before we get into that, though, Desiree, we're going to let you address that. But Chip, tell us a little bit about yourself, because you're new to Cleveland, and we're excited that you're part of our community now.
Thank you. While I am new to the area, I'm a Tennessean. I was born in Middle Tennessee, grew up in just outside of Nashville, and went to University of Tennessee. So it's nice to be back. It's been a number of years since I've lived in Tennessee, but what's also great is that my better half's family lives in the area. So we have family in Athens, Chattanooga, Sweetwater. So it's great to be close to family and in this wonderful community.
Well, we're excited to have you and what you guys are doing with Habitat. And Desiree, tell us about your event coming up on Friday.
Yeah, so we're very excited about this because it's honoring 25 years in Bradley County. We started in 1990, and there's so much great history, but this event specifically will be on Friday, November 20th. It starts at 6:30 p.m. We're going to have some great live musical entertainment, some jazz music. We want it to be a fun evening, a great social gathering event at the Old Woolen Mill. And of course, if you're looking for a ticket, we have a few left. You can visit www.habitatofcleveland.org. Visit that 25th anniversary tab to get your ticket to this fantastic event.
Okay. I think we might even have a table or two available.
Might.
So if you want to bring a whole group of your friends, great opportunity.
That would be wonderful. So you've got great sponsors for the event as well, but you can also be a corporate or a table sponsor. I say corporate sponsor, but table sponsor.
That's right. And I would love to just give a shout out to those fantastic sponsors. We have some sponsors, like you said, that are overall event sponsors and also some table sponsors. And so without them, we would not be able to do this event. So, of course, Andrew B. Morgan with Richard Banks & Associates, Jones Management and Check Into Cash, Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Faithful Pet Crematory, Genuine Realty, Cleveland State Community College, Tarver Distributing, WDEF Radio, Sunny 92.3, Insurance Incorporated, Capital Mark Bank and Trust, Hampton Inn, Fairfield Inn and Suites, Mix 104.1, WCLE, Tasteful Gatherings, and Pyramid Construction. Whenever you purchase a ticket for that evening, we'll have Senator Mike Bell as our keynote address. You'll be able to get some complimentary heavy hors d'oeuvres and adult beverages, and of course, just come out and learn more about Habitat for Humanity.
Right. Well,
and without giving away the surprise, Habitat is celebrating 25 years in the community, and we have a loyal group of volunteers who we don't want to give away the secret, but let's just say that there are a couple of folks who have been involved in building 124 homes, every home that's been built in the community, and so we want to recognize them.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And Chip, tell us a little bit about what Habitat has done the last 25 years.
Well, Habitat's mission changes lives. Really, that's what it's done in the community. There are, over the 25 years, people who were in situations, different situations, but Habitat realized that providing a stable home environment makes generational change. And to be able to put a family in a clean, safe location allows them to focus on school, allows them to focus on family, and really that's what we've done over the last 25 years is helped people improve their situations, improve their lives, and it affects the generations to come.
Right. Well, and there's a misconception that people are just given Habitat homes. In fact, I was sort of under a little bit of that assumption myself, that I didn't realize what all goes into the requirements that a family has to meet to be, I guess, qualify for a home.
Absolutely. That's a huge misconception. People always think that we just give away homes, and we don't. The easiest way to explain our process is by using 3 words: need, partner, and pay. And so first of all, there has to be a need. There's a huge need in Bradley County for affordable housing, and we are an organization that tries to meet that need. So families will come to Habitat for Humanity of Cleveland, they'll fill out an application, go through a pretty extensive process of working with our family selection committee, who sits down with those families. They do interviews. Typically, that need is overcrowding. There's a lot of people living in one home, or a lot of times people are making not enough money and they're paying a lot, using a lot of their income on rent. So we work to meet that need. The second part is partner. Families, again, are not given away homes. They work with Habitat by building their own homes. They work sweat equity hours. Each family has to put 300 to 400 sweat equity hours into this process before ever receiving the keys to their home. And they complete this by working in our restore, building their own home, and also building their neighbor's home. So it truly fosters a sense of great community. And they also are given the tools to become sustainable, successful homeowners by doing homeownership education courses. We have some great businesses here in the community who have worked with us to teach homeowners how to stay out of debt, how to be good neighbors, how to budget. A lot of our homeowners have been renters for so long, they don't know what it's like to own a home. And then the final portion is pay. So each homeowner is given a 0% interest mortgage that they pay off between 15 to 30 years, just like you or I would. And so they pay that mortgage off, and again, it's not a handout. They're actually receiving a hand up. That's our motto, a hand up and not a hand out. And so it's a very long process, but it's such a worthwhile, great program, and we've seen so much success after building 124 homes in this community.
And that education piece is so important for the homeowner, because a lot of these folks have never had to take care of their own home, and they don't know how. I know what I have to do to keep my house up, you know, and repairs around the house. And so we provide that information. So they really do, it's almost a year's worth of seminars and education that they go through in preparation for them moving into their own home.
Right, and I had asked you before we came on air about that. Do the homeowners keep their houses up? And that's how we got into the discussion of the education process behind this, and I think is such a wonderful part of what you do and what you offer to these families that are in need. Right. But like you said, they've got skin in the game, and they have to understand what it means to be a homeowner and to take care of a home. And you don't want to let something run down,
right.
Especially if you're paying for it, you're paying for that mortgage. And I think it's a great...
Well, and you can see that it works. If you drive around town and go back to some of those original homes built 25 years ago, they're still in good shape. You know, like every home, there's a little wear and tear on a 25-year-old home, but in general, these, you know, it's proven to have worked, these classes. And I just can't stress again, because I'm meeting people in the community every week, that, oh, you give away those homes. No, we provide the vehicle that allows someone to become a homeowner, and they pay their mortgage, they do the work.
Yeah. Yes. Well, and you've built 124 in 25 years, and how much does it cost to build one of these homes? Depending on the size, we build 2, 3, and 4 bedroom homes. But I think the price points run from a little over $70,000 to about $115,000 to $120,000. It is the cost to build a home. Okay, and I know you use a lot of volunteers to come and help make that happen, and at the same time, you know, you're there to make money or raise money, not make money, but raise money, like through this fundraiser you're about to have on Friday.
Well, most of our homes are built with, we have to put the money up front, you know, so we have to spend time raising money, and I'll tell you, I have found Cleveland to be an incredibly generous community. It's it's not a big town, and there are a lot of nonprofits in the area. There are a lot of churches. Everyone is competing for those charitable dollars, and this community just keeps coming back and supporting what we're trying to do here. But it's, you know, to put $100,000 up front. So Desiree and I and the rest of our staff have a challenge in order to get that funding before we can go out and swing a hammer and start raising a roof.
Yes, well, and we want to celebrate with you with the fundraiser that's Friday at the Old Woolen Mill. And Desiree, you want to mention again the details of that?
Yes, so again, this celebration fundraiser will be November 20th on Friday. Starts at 6:30 p.m. And what we'll have some really exciting things that are going on that night. Just to reiterate, like you said, we have live music, of course, complimentary heavy hors d'oeuvres, and some great awards from some long-standing, long-serving volunteers. And at the Old Woolen Mill, that's the venue we'll be using that evening. And you can purchase your tickets or table by visiting www.habitatofcleveland.org.
Okay, well, we hope that it's a huge success, and you're right, there's so many people in this town who love to give back, and Habitat for Humanity has done so much for so many families, so I'm sure it will be a very successful event Friday, and I want to thank you both for joining me today, and we've enjoyed it. I hope our viewers have enjoyed it as well, and we will see you next time on WTNB Today.